Hello fellow Dragon Tamers and Pokemon trainers, the name's Dragon Tamer Nico and welcome to my channel. So Pokemon Legends EA is just around the corner and I am so incredibly excited for it. All the promotional videos and trailers we've got so far introducing new megas and stuff have really been a load of fun. I especially love the Victory Bell reveal trailer, and though Victory Bell's mega design is really goofy, I mean look at this dude, that's kind of the fun of Pokemon and fits Victory Bell well, so I don't mind it. What I actually really liked about the trailer was the horror aesthetic. I mean, look at this.
I'll get the door. Anyone home?
Sure is dark in here. It's locked.
Looks like a dead end. Wanna head upstairs? Huh? Hold on.
Bro, a full Pokemon horror game like this would actually go so hard. Anyway, I'm getting off track. What I'm actually making this video about today is to discuss CA and my plans going into the game, including what team I'll be using and how I have chosen to experience the game. So me being Dragon Tamer Nico and all, I of course will be playing through all of ZA using only Dragon type Pokemon. I did this in Scarlet and Violet as well, including throughout the DLCs. I have my gameplay recorded for the entirety of Scarlet by the way, so let me know if you do want me to make a video on that, it just might take a while. Anyway, I really enjoyed it. I also set challenges and stuff for that playthrough, it was pretty cool. Now, I won't be doing any challenges and stuff this game, as I kinda just want to sit back, relax, and enjoy my journey through Lumiose using all my favourite Dragon Pokemon. Speaking of these Dragon Pokemon, what are the ones you'll be using, you may ask? Well, let's get into it. First, let's start with a Pokemon which actually isn't a dragon at all. What? But Nico, didn't you just say that you were only using dragon types? And to that I say, well, yes I did. And while that may be true for the rest of my Pokemon, except for this one, sort of, I couldn't play through a Pokemon game without using a starter, right? And that is why my first Pokemon will be Totodile, or more specifically, Feraligatr. Though Feraligatr isn't really a dragon type, it does happen to be a crocodile, which is pretty much a dragon, has a bunch of dragon type moves, and also with new megas being revealed, I feel like it goes without saying that our starters will most likely be able to mega evolve as well. And so it is my hope that Mega Feraligatr will become a water dragon type. Also, I never used Feraligatr before. I only ever played through a Johto game once, that being Pokemon Heart Gold, and my starter for that game was Meganium. So it'll be fun to use Feraligatr, and absolutely awesome if that Feraligatr Mega Evolved or even had a Kalos variant like Legends Arceus starters had, that became a Water Dragon type. We'll see. On to my second Poké now, and that of course is going to be Mega Dragonite. I mean, as soon as this thing was revealed, I immediately wanted to use it in the game. Dragonite is my favourite Pokemon of all time, always has been. Though I have fluctuated back and forth between Salamence and Dragonite before, I've loved Dragonite for the longest time, and seeing it finally get a Mega Evolution, I'm just so happy. Now, this does mean, however, I won't be using Salamence this time. This is to avoid any overlapping types, which is a shame because of how much I also love Salamence, but man, I just really want to use this Dragonite already. I know the design of Mega Dragonite is one of the most controversial designs, with some people absolutely loving it and others hating it. I, however, definitely lean more to the love it side. I think he's pretty cool. On to my third Pokemon now, and that is going to be Altaria. Now, I know I just said about overlapping types and that being a reason for not using Salamence because of the two dragon flying types, which I get. But I mostly want to use Altaria for its Mega because then it becomes a Dragon Fairy, the only Dragon Fairy that exists. I was actually kind of hoping that Dragonite's Mega would be Dragon Fairy, but alas it stayed Dragon Flying. Mega Altaria though is still fun. I still really like this big fluffy cloud of a thing, and have used it before. I also had one for a while in my Scarlet playthrough. Altaria is still one of my favourite Pokemon, and I'd love to be able to use its Mega more, so that is why it is the third Pokemon on my team. Speaking of fairy types, my team currently has a huge weakness to them. Man, dragons were so OP once, but that all changed once the fairy types attacked. So I'm gonna need someone who can counter the things, especially since Kalos is full of them. And so the one that I hope to save us all is going to be the Dragon Poison type Dragalge, of course. I always use a Dragalge when battling with a dragon team, got me out of some tough situations at times. I love this guy. I've also really been hoping that it will also get a Mega Evolution in these games. Now, I've tried to stay away from any leaks for these games as to not be spoiled, though I have heard rumours of it happening, so that has got me very excited. Dragalge needs more love. So at this point, my team is looking pretty good, though I feel like it is still quite weak against Ice and Fairy types. And though I will have Feraligatr to help with Ice and Dragalge to help against Fairy, a little more protection against those types wouldn't be a bad idea. And so my next Pokemon is of course going to be none other than Mega Charizard X. Another Pokemon that isn't a dragon type in its base form, but there is no denying that Charizard is still a dragon. It works. Now I was originally thinking of using Mega Ampharos here for a little more offensive coverage, however I feel like being that little more defensive against my weaknesses with the Fire Dragon typing of Mega Charizard X is a much better idea. Plus a lot of my Pokemon have an extensive move pool to help in that department anyway. Now it's down to my final Pokemon. My team is looking good so far. We have a bulky special attacker in Dragalge, and what looks to be a speedy special attacker in Mega Dragonite from what I've seen in the trailers. We have a bulky physical attacker in Feraligatr, and a speedy physical attacker in Charizard X, and we have Altaria, which is very versatile and can be built in many ways. All my team needs now, I believe, is a tank. And really there is only one Pokemon I want to use. It is probably my favourite Pokemon after Dragonite and Salamence, and that of course is my boy Goodra. Do I need say much? Surely everyone loves this goofy gooey guy. Goodra is awesome, man. I would also love to see him get a Mega Evolution, though that may be unlikely considering we just had Kasuing Goodra recently, but I'd still love to see it. While Goodra doesn't offer too much type-wise in the way of offense and defense, being pure dragon still means that it only has 3 weaknesses, which is pretty good, and it also has a very extensive move pool that can cover a lot of things offensively as well. So that's my team of Dragon Pokies for Legends ZA. Apart from them all being dragons, I believe there is enough type diversity defensively in the team, and though I don't have coverage for every type offensively, that can easily be sorted through the moves I teach my dragon guys. There is a possibility that I could change my team at some point through my playthrough, as there are many other Pokemon I could use. Some could include Noivern or maybe Flygon. I mean, if Flygon gets a Mega, it is probably going straight into my team. But we'll see. Anyway, I am now super excited for Legends ZA and cannot wait for its release. I may potentially be releasing a playthrough of the game here on the channel. I haven't really done anything like that before properly, so we'll see how we go. I'll try my best if I do attempt it. Anyway, I believe that's all I really wanted to talk about in this video, so stay tuned for more videos coming soon, including that potential playthrough of the game, and until next time, have a brilliant day/night depending on your time zone, and see ya.